What's happening, guys? Birdman316 here. This is an update of the OS20 situation. This is the first original OS20 that I got. You notice it looks not stock anymore. The story is I was going to take the scratch plate and stuff off of this one and put it on the other one and put the other guts in this one and sell this one. That would have been a lot of work. And plus the white one was fine, and wasn't nothing wrong with it. Except for the sides of the frets were just a little bit pokey. I didn't really feel like going through all that again. So I just said, well, I'll just fix this one. And what I did, you see the middle is covered from the inside by a actual part of a back plate to another guitar, another Strat style guitar. And for the neck pickup, we have a Vanson, a UK pickup from the UK. It's actually a middle pickup for a Strat, but I got it on the neck on here and it works fine. Now here, we have a Guitar Fetish, I think the GFS model. It's called the Vintage Extra Hot. It's a Eddie Van Halen clone. About $35 to $40 or so. And yes, this thing screams. Yeah. It can do a little bit with me, but if I let someone that knew what they were doing really go at it, they could really get the Van Halen tones out of this thing. Moving, you notice there's no switch right there. I'll explain that in a minute. You see, it says tone on both. Actually, I wired this second pot as a volume pot to control the humbucker. And of course, that front pot volume controls the Vanson neck pickup. This little mini switch here. That humbucker is properly coil split. So, in the middle you get your whole humbucker. One side you get the front coil and the other side you get the back coil. And in combination, either coil with the neck pickup, which I think the back coil sounds better along with the neck pickup there. That's just me. It sounds great all together. But this thing can play blues, it can surf. It surfs really, really good on one of those coils. You can't have the whole humbucker because it won't sound right when you're trying to surf with the reverb dimed. So either one of those coils is fine, but I think it sounds a little better surfy on the back coil, which it also gives you some Telecaster twang a little bit too. Being that this humbucker has a brass bottom plate to it. But what I eventually want to do, I want to change this pot out here to a blender and add a three-way switch and do some kind of wiring mod that I stumbled across. It was on the Tone Fiend Joe Gore. He's a great guitar player. You ought to check him out. If I remember, I'll put a link to his channel in the description below of this film. I found a wild, it's an older broadcaster style wiring diagram or something. There's no tone control at all, but you got a volume and you got a blender. And then on the switch there's a couple of resistors. There's a tone cap going from the actual switch over to the volume control. It's wild. Thankfully I took a picture of it. I saved a picture of it. And I would like to do this guitar like that. It won't affect the tone of that pickup at all. That's why I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose the tone of that humbucker. Now they say in one of the positions of the switch, the resistor does have no effect, but you do be able to blend in both pickups or blend out one and just have one or the other. And in another position, you have the neck all by itself with no blender, no resistor, no dark tones. You get your full bright tones from the neck. And then another position, it darkens it up a whole lot with the neck only. Blender does not affect it. It's a bunch of jumper wires all over the place. It sounds like a lot of fun. I'd like to eventually do that to this one. I need to get a few parts though. I do have a switch that's in a telecast. I need to take it out because I'm going to do a 4-way mod on the 4-way switch wiring on the Telecaster that I have. It's going to be the Monoprice, the beige one, the off-white one, the cream colored one. But anyway, it's going to be a little bit later down the track when I do these two projects here. Just wanted to let you guys know the progress and what happened with the OS20. Well, there you go, guys. This is Birdman360. I want everyone to have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wherever you are. Always remember, rock it out, make the world a better place, and be on the lookout for some sounders from this thing. It sounds really good. Sayonara.